Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Black Snake here, and today we are starting our Minnesota Vikings franchise in Madden 23. Now, I am super excited. We're gonna have a huge learning curve with the new passing mechanics for the game as we kind of check out our rivals in the division. We got the Chicago Bears with the 75 overall. As we scroll through here to find the other two, we got the Detroit Lions with the 77 overall, and the Green Bay Packers, who are the favorite of the division with an 84 overall. Their defense is actually an 87 overall, which is going to be ranked pretty high. So they're going to be a threat, a huge threat. We're going to have a battle with the other two teams in the conference as well, but none like what we're expecting with the Packers. But we're going to go ahead, pick the Vikings, get our coach picked out, and hop into the preseason. All right, backstory. I think we're gonna go with the team builder backstory here. Gives us the first talent in the coach player growth talent tree versus staff builder. First talent in the head coach staff modification talent tree. Yeah. You know what? No, we're gonna go ahead go with staff builder. All right, guys. So we got our franchise set up. We're gonna go ahead go with 8-minute quarters. We may increase it, may decrease it, just kind of seeing how the franchise feels. But that's what we're gonna go with to start. But we got our coach set up, Eric Robinson. Decided to use my real name for that. No surprise there, but we're really excited to jump into this. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So as you can see right away, we have a brand new homepage. Familiar yet different. They don't have anything playing in the background like they have in past years. As we kind of just go through all the tabs here, checking out the news. They still have the I call it the Twitter feed on the right there. Top story is also in the middle, and you can still display your Snapchat or your snapshots from in-game footage. Checking out our schedule, the most important thing for us right now, just to see what we're looking like. So we got 3 preseason games. We start off against the Raiders in Las Vegas. We get a chance to take on San Francisco at home, and then we go back on the road to face the Denver Broncos. Now, jumping into the regular season, believe it or not, we start off real strong against the Packers. Again, they are favorite to be the best team in our division. With Aaron Rodgers, that bad man at quarterback, but we're going to have to face him. But the good thing is we get a chance to take them on at home to start the season. Following that, we got a shot at the Eagles, Jalen Hurts at quarterback. So they're going to be a pretty dynamic team we're expecting. So that's definitely going to be a battle on our hands. We expect things to slow down against the Lions. Again, we don't want to sleep on any of our opponents, especially division rivals. But we got the Lions week 3. Week 4, we run against the Saints. I'm not even sure who they have as their starting quarterback as of right now. I want to say it's Jameis Winston, but I'm not positive. We take on the Bears with their young quarterback, so that's going to be another interesting matchup. Tua Tagovailoa, forgive me, I know I just butchered his name, but Tua is going to be the quarterback for Miami, and they did sign the one, the only Tyreek Hill. So that's going to be a fun matchup as well before we jump into our bye week. We got the Cardinals coming after the bye. We have the Commanders, the Bills, which is going to be a really tough matchup for sure. We got the Dallas Cowboys, and they're always a show when they come into town. We got the Patriots. That's not going to be an easy game as well. The Jets, I'm not quite sure what their roster is looking like, but we don't want to sleep on them. But we got a chance to play the Jets in Minnesota. Week 14, we go against the Lions. Week 15, we have the Colts at home, followed by the New York Giants at home. So we get a chance to take on both New York teams in Minnesota. So that should be really fun. And then to finish out the season, we got the Packers on the road, followed by the Bears on the road. So depending on what our record looks like, we might be playing for playoff spots at the end of the year if things are close. But that's going to be our regular season schedule to start off this year. All right, guys. So, big news about this game. They changed a ton of stuff. So, we're going to go ahead jump into the rosters just to look at the rosters really quick because I'm not quite sure what all the players' new player tags are, and I'll walk you through it real quick. So, we're going to go ahead and check out Kirk Cousins. Okay, checking out Kirk Cousins. If you check there, the tab on the far right is going to say motivations and tags. Now, what motivations are this year is what the player wants to re-sign with the team. Now, for Kirk Cousins, let's say after his contract's expired, these things are going to be very important for him if he wants to re-sign with the Vikings or if we want to re-sign him. So he wants to be at the top of the depth chart, which he is currently, so he's really happy about that. He wants to be in a Super Bowl chase, so a playoff contender, which we are, and then close to home. And he's from Michigan, so we're not in Michigan, but we're close to Michigan. So, we kind of get the little halfway mark versus, let's say, if this was Miami, the Dolphins, they're very far from Michigan, so they'd be not a favorite team for him to want to be at. And then if we check out the player tags on the right hand side, he is a mentor. Teams are more interested in this player during free agency and boost weekly training XP for other players at their position. So any other player at the quarterback position is going to get a boost in XP for training. Because he's a mentor type of player. And again, other teams are going to be interested in him because he can bring that extra boost to their roster. So those things kind of change the dynamic of the team. Now, Justin Jefferson, probably our most important player currently on the Vikings, has the potential to be a Hall of Fame wide receiver in his second year, going into his third year, forgive me. We're going to go ahead check out his motivation and tags. Now, this is pretty bad for us. So he has no player tags, so we're not worried about that. But for him to re-sign with us, if you check out all three categories, it is negative, negative, and negative. So starting with the bottom one, he wants to be in a warmer state, and Minnesota is anything but warm. So we lose points in terms of re-signing him for that. Historic championship. The Vikings have never won a championship. So we are in that situation where we don't have the history or the pedigree that he's looking for from a team. And then last, and definitely not least, team has a franchise QB. And with Kirk Cousins in the backfield, he is anything but a franchise quarterback. So right now, if we had a chance to if we had to re-sign Justin Jefferson, he'd probably tell us no over somebody else. He would probably go play for Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City is slightly warmer, so not much, still cold state. But they have the championships and they have the franchise QB. And if we were offering him the same amount of money, he would pick Kansas City over us. So that's really bad. Cool. It's awesome. I love the feature. I'm not going to lie, because it kind of makes you have to make a decision when their contracts are coming up. And as you can see, we have them for 2 years. So we have them for this year as well as next year. And then after that, if we don't have a franchise QB, if we don't have a Super Bowl, it might be really, really tough to keep Justin Jefferson as a Viking. So do we trade him on the last year of his contract? Like, those are the type of questions that we got to kind of answer for everybody on our roster. Who can we keep? Who can't we keep? If we go ahead, check out another one of our star players, Dalvin Cook at running back, 94 overall, 27 years old, pretty much almost in his prime. But we're going to go ahead, check out his motivations and tags. Similar. He wants us to have a franchise quarterback, which we don't have, so that's a big negative for him. Values financials, so money matters, and we're kind of middle of the road for that. And then also, just like JJ, he wants to play in a warmer state, which Minnesota is not. Now, as we go back in really quick, I'm going to check out his contract. Now, the benefit to him, and I know this off the top of my head, he's under contract with us for a long time. So his motivations, those interests that he wants, don't matter to us for the next 4 years because we got him locked in long term. And by the time his contract ends, he'll be about 31 years old, and that's going to be on the down slope of his career. So either we move on from Dalvin Cook in 4 years, or it's going to be kind of tough. Checking out our other players. So this is an interesting tag I just saw. Trade target. Player will be added to the trade block. So he's automatically added to the trade block. He's a young, 24 years old, good running back. He's not going to get a lot of playing time with us unless Dalvin goes down. But because of that, he's a great trade piece, so we might be able to get something for him. But he only has 1 year left on his contract. So if we're going to trade him, we got to do it this year. You can see the motivations again on the right-hand side. He's not really interested in re-signing with us. Head coach, historic record, historic championship for the team, and top of the depth chart. As we look at it from the other standpoint really quick. So yeah, career win percentage as a head coach is 0. I haven't coached a game yet, so that's a turnoff for him. Championships, again, the Vikings have not won a Super Bowl or been to like the division championship that many times in their career. Top of the depth chart, he's second on the depth chart, so he's not far from the top, but he's not number 1, and he wants to be number 1, so that's kind of the issue there with him. We do have a young backup. Checking him out, he loves the scheme fit, but he's not close to home, which he would love to be. And a mentor at the position. We have no mentors, so that's a turn off for him as well. So maybe we try to go find a mentor for Kene. Checking out the contracts. How long do we have him here? 3 years. A 3-year contract. He's making about $1 million to $1.24 million a year. So he's not a threat to lose him, but we're gonna have to pay attention to those things. Other than scheme, we don't have what he needs. Dalvin Cook's a little too young to be a mentor for anyone. Adam Thielen, getting up there in age. Close to home. He's from Minnesota, so we got that in the bag. Same just like the other players, wants a franchise quarterback and no income tax, which is a very interesting one. So, he wants to save some money there on them contracts. But negatives for us here in Minnesota. So it's going to be really important for us to get a franchise quarterback. I think that's going to be a really, really big thing for us. The question is, do we do it in free agency? Do we do it in the draft? We're not quite sure how we're going to make it happen, but it's something that we're going to have to look into. And just to double check his contract, we have him for 3 years. So we're not at threat of losing Adam Thielen. Is an older player, 3 years. He'll be 35. Looking at retiring at that point, especially at that position. But yeah, those are just a few players. Albert Wilson, a new player on the roster. And his tag, he is a bridge player. If starting, the team will look to draft their replacement. Future starters will be placed ahead of this player on the depth chart. All right, so he's not a bad player, but, they call him a bridge player. Like, he's just somebody to hold the position until we can find a replacement. He's also looking for a franchise QB, but he does love the scheme fit, and he loves the fact that we're a playoff contender. So he wants to win, which is pretty cool. 30 years old. We have him on a really decent contract for just 1 year, less than $1 million. Checking out his career stats last year with Miami, 25 receptions, no TDs. Year before that, only 1, 4, 3. So he hasn't had a breakout type of year. Probably his best year is between 2018 and 2017. And then after that, he starts to drop off a little bit in terms of production. But we're going to see what he does during the preseason. That's what the preseason's for, to see what these guys can do and see what we could do with them. We're pretty deep at the wide receiver spot. As we check out everybody, Jefferson, Thielen, Wilson, Osborne, Johnson, Smith-Marset. We have a rookie here, Jalen Naylor. Tristan Jackson, and Dan. Dan's a pretty fast wide receiver, but he's kind of been stuck on a practice squad for many years. I don't see him making the main roster. As we kind of compare stats here, 75 catch. He's going to have the lowest out of everybody. And catch in traffic is going to be the lowest as well. So He's not going to be the best receiver on the roster. 6'3", the size is really nice though. But JJ, definitely our starter. Adam Thielen is a strong second wide receiver. We're going to need a third here soon. And the question is, do we let Wilson hold the spot, or do we let one of these younger guys take that position? Again, he is a bridge player. He can play. He's not a slouch. Not the fastest receiver, but if we take his catch, he's sitting at about an 82. I think we start Osborne over him. I think we give it to the youth. 5'9", 5'11". Short, not fast. Not good all around. But, we're going to see what he does in the preseason. Checking out our tight end, we have Irv Smith Jr. still. We're going to go check out his contract really quick. So, motivations and tags, close to home, warm state, and the coach has to be a winner. And this is the last year of his contract. So that's a big red flag for us. The question is, what are we going to do with Irv Smith Jr.? We got to have a decent tight end. In terms of talent, we kind of drop off after him. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. 6'7" tight end, Zach Davidson. I am familiar with him. But he's sitting there at a 61 overall. We're going to see what these guys do in the preseason. We're definitely going to check that out. We got a mentor here. Left tackle, left guard, center, right guard. We got a rookie right guard. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what he does. Yeah, taxes matter, championships matter, and scheme matters for him. And we're just kind of skimming through right now, guys, just to see if there's players that we noticed that are new. Harrison Phillips, a newer player to the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to go ahead and check him out really quick. Yeah, so Minnesota's just not a desired team for a lot of players. It's looking like. But it's something we can turn around with winning and getting the right quarterback in on the team and kind of becoming a championship team. And it's going to be tough to do without being able to get players to come here. All right. But we got Harrison for 3 years. So we're not worried about his contract. Dalvin, he is a bridge player, but he's 28 years old, sitting at a 77. We got James Lynch as his backup. All right, it's going to be interesting, guys, that's for sure. We have a ton of linebackers on the roster. Now, Chaz has not really developed from his rookie year. He's sitting here at a 65 overall. Not a small guy by any standpoint, but development's everything. Career stats, he didn't do anything last year. I can't remember if he was hurt or what the situation was, but 3 years remaining on his contract. He's making some good money with us, so cutting him may not be an option. As we check out Blake Lynch, same age, sitting around, same ratings. Let's check out his contract, what type of commitment. Only 1 year. If we got to cut somebody, it's probably going to be him. That way we don't take any penalties. Troy Dye. Ryan O'Connell. All right, we're just checking things out here, guys. Zadarius Smith, he's going to be a superstar on the team, 29 years old, another new addition to Minnesota. All right, he wants to chase a Super Bowl, and I think that's kind of why he came here. We're not a huge market, but we're not a small market, so that kind of, I think, helped us in a bit. And I'm pretty sure he came here for Kevin O'Connell, but, again, we're going to forget about Kevin O'Connell. But coaching percentages matter to him. In Green Bay last season, he didn't play. He got 1 tackle. Must have been hurt last year. I don't know much about his career. As we come in here, check the stats. He looks like he's been pretty reliable for the most part. Played for our rivals, which is why I'm shocked I'm not familiar with him. But yeah, welcome to Minnesota. We're excited to see what you can do, my guy. We got you for 3 years. Cornerback, we still got Patrick Peterson, who's going to be a mentor to the team as well as a bridge player. We have a day one starter here with our young rookie, Andrew Booth. And he also has a hidden dev trait. Checking out his motivations and tags. So real quick with his tag, day one starter will be placed above similarly rated players on the depth chart. Teams are unlikely to draft a replacement for this player. So he's a long-term investment. Wants to be at the top of the depth chart. Right now he's number 4. We're gonna fix that. Super Bowl chase, and he values money. So I think this is somebody that we can keep for sure long time. Came out of Clemson, 21 years old, 6 feet, 194. Welcome to Minnesota. And in about 500 plays, we're going to see what this man's dev trait is. So let's see what else we're working with. Yeah, we got a lot of familiar faces here in Minnesota still at the cornerback position. All right, let's keep it going, guys. We got a new free safety. Another rookie here out of Georgia, 22 years old, 6'2", 93 speed. That is deadly. Top of the depth chart. We did that for him. He is also, as a defender, looking for a franchise quarterback and a playoff contender. So this is the type of player that wants to be a factor on a winning team. But it looks like we have our long-term free safety, which is actually really nice because Harrison Smith is sitting at 33 years old. Yeah, we're looking at losing him pretty soon to retirement. He cares about a warm state, but that's the only negative for us. Everything else he's loving. But yeah, retirement. 10 years as a safety, which is not an easy job. We got him under contract for 4 years. I don't know if he finishes his contract up. He'll be about 37 years old at that position. He's sitting at a 91 overall right now, which is wonderful. But here we are, guys. We are going to go ahead, check out the staff. All right, talent trees. So right now we don't have any franchise points to do anything. But the first thing that we're gonna have to do, which is why I came in here to make sure, is our X Factor. We do not have the X Factor ability unlocked yet for the offense. We have it unlocked for defense, but our offense, any of our X Factor players won't be able to use their abilities until we purchase this for the offensive coordinator. So that's going to be probably our very first purchase. We kind of just skim through the tree here. As we earn points, we'll come back in here and see what type of upgrades we're going to use outside of the X Factor one. But we have a bunch of different things. We can focus on player personnel, defense, offense, or the head coach. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. All right. Weekly strategy. We have, again, the Raiders. With Derek Carr, he's probably only going to play the first quarter. I like the idea of defend the medium pass. As you check out his ratings, he's killing it at medium pass. Drops a bit at deep, drops just a little bit for short. But we're going to focus on that high side. They pass more than they run. We do see that. And if we're up, we're expecting to force them into those situations. We're going to go ahead and do a full pad practice. We're just going to specify our younger players or newer players. We're going to go ahead and work on their development. Older players, we're going to go ahead and give it to the backups. Defensive tackle will split. Left outside linebacker, because we're now a new 3-4 defense, so Hunter's considered a linebacker at this point. We're not worried about his development, so we'll give it to the backups. Middle linebacker, Kendricks again. We love him, but we're going to focus on the backups for development. Right outside linebacker, we're going to split here. Cornerbacks, definitely give it to the backups. Safety, starter, strong safety, backup. All right, we like that. Now on offense, their top threat on defense is going to be a cornerback. We're going to focus on our run game. I think that's a good bet for us. And we're going to focus on running up the middle. All right, in terms of practice, quarterback, we're going to give it to the backup. We really need to focus on Kellen Mond this year. Now, Zimmerman didn't really do him much of a justice after they drafted him. It seems like he just didn't favor Kellen at all. But he was drafted pretty early. I can't remember if it was the second or third round, but for a second, third round quarterback, that's the type of player that you're looking at playing at some point, at least holding the backup spot. Definitely not good enough to be a starter for the team over Kirk Cousins, but we do need to try to develop him a little bit, just because if we decide to keep him long term, I don't think he'll be that franchise quarterback that everybody on the team wants him to be, including Justin Jefferson. I think we got to go out and get somebody, but we want him to be useful as a backup. In terms of running backs, backup, wide receivers, we'll give it to the backups. Tight end, split, offensive line, we'll let them keep the bulk of the workouts. All right, so we got a chance to set up our weekly game plan. So let's get it cracking. Allow 2 or less TD passes. No, I want to focus on defense. Let's try to get an interception. Well, even though the first one was still defense, but I want to get an interception. Turnovers, that's going to be something that I want to thrive at here in Minnesota. I want our team, the Purple People Eaters, to be known for just dominating on the defensive side. So it's one thing to hold the team to so many points, but it's another to take the ball away, and I think that's what we want to focus on. Allow 20 points or less. I think that's going to be a great target for us. On offense, I think we can get 250 yards, no problem. But let's go for 3. Let's go for 300 yards. And for the head coach goal, win that turnover battle. That's going to be our goal, and I think that's what we like. Now, last but not least, who do we focus on? Love these guys. I want them to get their reps. I think Lewis we could take out. He's pretty high rated as is. And we go ahead and give Kellen Mond some reps here. And we're going to go ahead and sim through that training. All right. Training is done. Checking out all the XP here. Making sure we don't have any injuries. So there's none on the defensive side. And on the offensive side, back strain. Our rookie right guard. Okay, so we're going to be missing him for the very first game of the year. Darn it, that's unfortunate. Because with rookies, you want them to get as many reps as they can. Him being out right away, that just sucks. Let me just make sure. And that's the risk with full pad workouts. But yeah, he's going to miss the first preseason game. All right, now upgrade players. We have a ton of guys that benefited from the practice. DJ Wonham, future starter, so his development matters to us. Check out his contract really quick. Got him for 2 years. And we're going to go ahead. Power rusher. Focus on what he's strong at already to start. Cornerback. Same thing. Focus on what he's strong at. That boosts him up to 69 overall. We'll take it. Dan. Playmaker. Alright, that helped him out with his catching a lot, actually. And our left guard, same thing. We're going to focus on his scheme fit here. But so far, so good. Now, before we jump into our first game, one thing I wanted to do is check out free agency. All right, so looking at free agency, we have a big name here at the top of the depth chart, Odell, who is still hurt at this point in time, out for 43 weeks. That's crazy. I don't know if that's the whole season. He comes back later in the year. I'm not sure what 43 weeks looks like from now, but I don't see him coming back this year. For somebody that wants 12 million, that will sit the bench most of the year. I love him as a player. There is definitely a spot for him here with this team. We could always use another vet, but he won't play. Odell will not play this year. Big market, again, middle of the road. He's okay with it. Number 3 of the depth chart, which makes him happy, surprisingly. And historic championship. He got his ring though, so Odell, we want you here, man. Help us get that ring. We're chasing one, but let's move forward. I don't know if I want to spend some money. Lavelle Joseph, former Viking, if I'm not mistaken. He'd be number 1 on the depth chart. 33. He'd be a great investment, but I don't know if we spend the money on him. I think we wait, see what our young guys can do. Before I forget, I wanted to check out quarterbacks. I know there is no one on the market right now that will be considered a franchise QB, but let's see who's there. Top of the QBs is going to be Cam Newton, who's still unsigned. He is a bridge quarterback and a mentor. So if we needed a mentor quarterback, he'd be that guy. Chasing the Super Bowl. Moore State? No. Income tax? No. If starting, the team would look to draft a replacement, but he would give a boost to everybody else on the roster in terms of training. Man, I love Cam Newton, but he's kind of a shell of himself, and I hate to say that. He might still have something left in the tank, but with how much money we're paying our quarterback right now in Kirk Cousins, we don't have a spot for you here, my guy. All right, guys, so I think that's it for our off-season work. We are going to go ahead and jump right into a preseason game. So let's get this cracking. All right, guys, so here we are. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we're going to be coming out starting this year behind Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook. Derek Carr is no slouch at the quarterback position. So this is going to be a very interesting year, to say the least. And I promise you guys, there's nothing like the beginning of the NFL season. The electricity that's in the air. Everybody's excited. The home team's going crazy. Las Vegas wants to see these Raiders do very well this year. And they do have the potential to do it. They really do. Again, they have Derek Carr at quarterback, and they've got Devontae Adams as the wide receiver, who they signed in free agency. So they're going to be a nice little 1-2 combo during the regular season. And we're going to get a chance to get a taste of them here on the first quarter of the game for sure. Kirk Cousins is excited to have a new coach on the team. So maybe we can get a little bit more out of him than what Zimmerman was able to do in the last several years. Maybe we might be able to extract a lot more out of Kirk Cousins. We're hoping to do that. Maybe we can turn him into the franchise QB. But we're going to go ahead and kick the ball off to start the game into the end zone. So they're going to go ahead and take a knee right away to start off. You have your Las Vegas Raiders coming out onto the field for the first time. Check out Derek Carr, 83 overall, 91 power, 88 mid accuracy, And I believe that was an 80 awareness. And start off in a cover 2 man. We're going to see what we could do if we can get to Derek Carr. Which we do get a hit on him. He almost throws an interception right at the feet of the wide receiver. And we're able to break it up. So we're happy with that. Wanted the turnover, that's for sure. We're able to get a hand on Derek Carr. And that's our goal. Can we put him down? As we try to get in there. He completes the pass on the outside. Made a great catch. 3rd and 6. Oh, he throws it right over Patrick Peterson's head. We were very sloppy there in the line of scrimmage. As Davante Adams gets his first catch of the preseason, and the fans are loving it. That was a very, very big signing for this team. And I know that the home team was loving it for sure. Again, we see him use some of his athleticism to jump right over Patrick Peterson's head to make that catch. So they get the first down. Question is, what are we going to do to answer back here? And we get a big hit in the backfield on Jacobs for a loss of 3 yards. With Watts, we were able to shed the offensive lineman and put a huge hit stick on him. So we were looking for a response, and we got it right there, that's for sure. All right, guys, so here we go. Derek Carr is making some type of a motion. Yep, put a man in motion. Throws it. Short throw, completes it. And actually cuts a chunk into the yardage there. 6-yard catch. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here. We're going to make an audible. He hikes it while my guys were in motion. Throws it deep. And we make the interception with Sullivan. On the outside. Gets the pick. And he flexes. What a huge interception on the outside. Derek Carr took a shot down the field. I don't know if it was the pressure that kind of made him make a mistake there, but he tried to hit Davante Adams in the single coverage. We were able to get the pick. We were able to make a play on the ball that time. So right away, the Vikings are going to come back out onto the field with possession of the ball. Checking out Kirk Cousins, 80 overall, 88 throwing power. His accuracy is at 89. And I believe his awareness was like a 74. I'm surprised it's actually that low. Coming out here, first play of the game. We're going to start with the old trusty play action here. Staple of Minnesota. As we look. And we find Adam Thielen coming across the field with the new accuracy meter. And being able to aim your passes where you want to go. We were able to throw it right into a nice little pocket there. So if you're not paying attention, if you overthrow, underthrow, your accuracy's off, you can control where that football go a lot better now. But it takes some practice getting used to. I've had a little bit of practice before the franchise just to try to get used to it. As we try to throw it behind Thielen, which we do, but he's not able to make the catch. So we're going to go ahead and get a 2nd and 10. We target Thielen twice. Completes the first, not the second. We're going to go ahead and switch it up here. Keep him honest with a run play. Dalvin Cook finds the hole. Almost breaks big, but we're brought down after a 7-yard run. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So we're looking for something here. Fake the snap. Hitch play. Outside. Wilson makes the catch. Welcome to Minnesota, Wilson. So they're loading the box. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the passing plays here. We're going to run another play action. As we look, going to take the safe pass to the tight end. Smith Jr. makes the catch. Only gets 3 yards, but it was the safer option there. We're going to try to keep him honest again with another run play. Big hole. Dalvin Cook breaks a tackle, still on his feet. And it takes about 3 to 4 guys to finally bring him down at the 17-yard line. What a huge run on the play by Dalvin Cook. 2nd run of the game. And he turns it into a monster after finding the hole. Now we made a mistake there trying to juke into the defender. Might have been able to break away quicker if we went the other way, but it worked out. It was a great play. Offense is excited. We're going to go ahead and call this new play that has Justin Jefferson starting in the backfield. So he's going to be our primary target, as we're going to look for Wilson, Thielen, and Smith afterwards. As we snap the ball, we're looking. We're going to throw it deep to the outside. They covered it really well. We threw it in a spot where they couldn't get to it. We couldn't get to it either, but it wasn't an interception, so it works out. 2nd and 10. Fake the snap. We're double checking. We're gonna stick with the play. We're gonna snap the ball. Oh, and he gets to Kirk Cousins, but we're able to run forward, fall forward for a gain of 2. It looked like he got around to us unblocked, so that was a really tough play there. I'm gonna go ahead and call an audible. We try to hit Wilson on the right, but we get hit as we throw it. Brought down. It's going to be a 4th down. So the first drive for us is just going to turn into 3 points. We were not able to convert touchdown for the defense after they got the interception, which is unfortunate, but there we are. 3 points are up on the board. We're going to go ahead and take the lead to start our very first preseason game of the year. Alright, so Barry's going to go ahead and kick the ball off again. Or for the first time. Again, yeah, second time. Barry kicks it off for the second time. Into the end zone again, and he's going to take another knee. Now, after that costly interception, again, we weren't able to capitalize, so the offense did luck out there. We weren't able to capitalize too much, but we were able to put points on the board. So they're going to have to protect the football a lot more. We did get that interception we wanted today. So things are kind of going according to plan right now as we make a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Kendricks with a nice hit. They do get 1 yard on the play. No matter what our offense does this year, we want to be one of the better defensive teams in this league. As they hit us with the play action, they throw it deep. Tight end makes a leaping catch, but he's out of bounds. It's going to be an incomplete pass for the Raiders. That was an athletic jump for sure. 3rd and 9. They throw it to that tight end again. He makes the catch a lot easier that time. Gets the 1st down after a monster game. 1st and 10 on their 46. They snap it again, throw it again. Makes the catch with Devontae Adams across the middle. We're going to go ahead and press a little bit. And he hits another receiver across the middle. Another 1st down. Yeah, Derek Carr has definitely found a rhythm here after making that mistake in the first possession of the game. Right now, I think it was 58 yards total for the offense. So we got to do something to break them up. Right down the middle to Devontae Adams. Hits him in the hands, but the contact forces him to drop the catch. So right now, the Raiders are really trying to put it on us with that passing game. It looks like they abandoned the run entirely. Outside, big hit by the cornerback to bring him down. It's going to be 3rd and 6 with 11 seconds to go. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. And I think we're going to go ahead and see the backups here for the rest of the game. We didn't get a chance to see our starters too much, but we got to see them for one nice drive. Brought it down the field and was able to get 3. And we get a sack on their backup quarterback. Robinson with the sack, comes around the outside, gets a nice hit, sheds the block very quickly, and just buries the quarterback. 3.3 seconds to get to him. He showed off some speed there. And the Raiders are going for a huge, deep field goal. I'm surprised they're kicking it from this far. But they do it. They managed to hit the field goal. Oh my gosh. From the Raider logo. With barely any room to spare, they're able to tie the game 3-3. So we got Smith-Marset back to return just outside the end zone. So we're going to go ahead and take the run. Huge blocking. We get it to the 32. We kind of ran into a wall of guys. We thought we were going to be able to make a move. But jumping into the second quarter here, our second possession with the football, we got Kellen Mond stepping out onto the field. So we're going to go ahead and start off in a shotgun formation. Fake the snap. Kellen's looking. We're going to do a safe pass for our first throw of the game to Smith-Marset. Makes the catch for 8 yards. To Kellen Mond, 1-for-1. So again, his development is going to be really important for this team. We will for sure need a long-term backup. He may be able to play his way into that starting role if we lose Kirk Cousins, but let's see what he can do. We find a gap. He tries to run, and we're brought down after a gain of 1 yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. We were hoping to get a lot more out of it. We're going to go ahead with a run play up the middle here. We get a huge hole, but Madison fumbles the football. And just like that, a monster gain turns into a turnover. Huge mistake by Madison. He did take a big shot as he tried to cover up the football, but yeah, he wasn't able to hold on to it. So the Raiders are going to get the ball right back with real good field position at the 43-yard line. So they're basically 10 yards away from being in field goal range based off of where they kicked the ball last time. As they run it, try to cut back to the inside, he close it off, tries to get to the outside, not enough speed. He only gets a gain of 1 yard. So now we're going to go ahead and send the pressure here with a blitz. Blitz almost got there. He was able to get the ball off, but the catch was only for 1 yard, so not much on the play. We're going to go ahead and make an audible here to cover 3. As we get to the quarterback again, this time with Bullard. First sack of the game. That's going to be 2 sacks for the team on the day. And that's what we mean by purple people eaters. We want to do everything we can to affect that quarterback. Now, we were not able to get to Derek Carr, but this backup so far has definitely been getting punished. Smith-Marset tries to... Nope. Not much of a return. But our offense is going to come right back out here. Madison, 14 yards on 1 rush, a fumble. We're going to go ahead and give it right back to him to kind of break that, just to kind of get rid of those butterflies. He did fumble. We're going to give it right back to him, see if we can. And he gets another monster gain. Gets the stiff arm, brought down from behind. First down for Madison. So just like that, it's like we never lost a step as we come back out with Kellen Mond. We're going to go ahead and give another pass to him. Nothing there. He's going to run up the middle and slide after a decent gain of 7 yards on the play. And that's what Kellen does bring to this team. He brings that running dynamic that we don't get with Kirk Cousins that we really do love. If he could be consistent in the passing game, he definitely has a long-term position on this team. Oh! And we jinxed ourselves. We throw an interception. And I'm going to take the blame for that one. I thought that the receiver was going to keep trailing across the field, but he stopped short. Yes, he started to make his break. I already had attempted to pass the ball, and I attempted to pass it to the left-hand side. So it was a double mistake by me. I don't know if I read the play wrong or if he just cut it short. But Kellen Mond gets his first interception thrown. As they complete the pass across the middle for a first down. Mullins is 2 for 2 on the day. All right, so right now we got nobody in the backfield. Troy Dye tries to put a hit on him, but he breaks the tackle. Able to get 9 yards on the catch. We're going to switch here into a blitz. And he misses the running back. And we're finally able to bring down Drake after he gets a monster gain. He's down at the 6-yard line. So now they're in striking distance of a touchdown. Guaranteed a field goal if they don't make any crazy mistakes, but they have a chance here to put 7 on the board. Single back this time. Quarterback panics, gets sacked, fumbles the ball, and we recover it. Not quite sure what happened there. It looks like he panicked. Looked like he couldn't find a receiver, wanted to scramble, had nowhere to go, and gets pummeled into the ground. Just like that, Kellen Mond's going to get another chance onto the field to try to make up for that interception. We're in a 2-minute drill here with 1:54. We're going to see how much ground we can make up. Run with the screen pass. And we are brought down inbounds. Tried to get out of bounds, but couldn't do it. 1:29 right now as the clock's running. We're going to take the sack. I didn't see a safe pass there. And they're going to call a timeout actually to stop the clock. So the question is, do we go for it, try to get a first down, keep moving the ball, or do we force them into another timeout? All right, we're going to go ahead and call the screen pass here. The left side is going to be wide open. Yeah, we're going to go with it. See if we can get a lot of yards on the screen pass here. Nope. Oh, he breaks the first tackle. He's going to keep going. Runs out of bounds. And if it wasn't for that broken tackle, that would have been the end of our drive there. So Madison makes another courageous play there after the catch. Gets a chunk of yards. And that works for us. But we're going to have to test this defense here and try to put the football down the field. So we're going to run a play action. Oh. And unblocked. I don't know what happened there, but he got to us too easy. Yeah, completely unblocked. And our lineman gave up on chasing him down. We don't like that. So we let the clock burn down to about 40 seconds. Safe pass. Smith-Marset. Brought down. We're going to take the timeout here. 3rd and 6. Worst case scenario, we get a chance to punt it deep here. Best case scenario, we try to play to get in field goal range. We could go with another screen pass, but again, I gotta test these guys. I gotta try to put the football down the field. Now they could be blitzing us here, so we got to make a decision quick on what we're doing with this football. As we snap it, we're gonna put it up in the air, jump ball, and he drops it. Nailed him right in the hands. Risky pass. He was not able to convert, so we're forced here to punt it with 26 seconds left before halftime. Tries to return it. Big hit on him. And they're going to run it. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a holding. Bring it back. And we are right. It is a holding on the play. So that's going to bring the ball back. 17 seconds left. They don't have any time to really do much here. It did stop the clock. We're going to sit back our quarterbacks just in case they try to take a shot. Which they don't. Hicks makes the tackle. And that's going to be the end of the half, guys. So, up and down first half for sure. We didn't score the way we wanted to. We made several mistakes. But on the plus side, our defense has showed up to play. Starters as well as backups. We're able to get to the quarterback, which is what we wanted to do this game. We're able to get an interception, which is what we wanted to do this game. So right now, we're hitting our goals. Now, the part where we are messing up, we're not getting enough yards. So we might have to rely on that run game a lot more than what I wanted to. We're going to stay with the run inside and defend medium pass again because they're struggling as much as we are to move that football down the field. All right, so Smith Smart Sets gets another chance to return it here. Good blocking again. We're able to get back to the 30-yard line, so a decent return. So Kellen Mond's going to get a lot of opportunities here to try to prove himself that he belongs in this league, that he deserves this backup spot. As we go ahead, run a play action here. Nothing. He's going to scramble. Get out of bounds. 3 yards. Worked out perfectly. Jump back to that run game like we said we would. Looked like we had a hole, but it closed up on us. We got Justin Jefferson in for this play. Hit him across the middle. First down. Justin Jefferson catches his first pass. Is that his first catch of the preseason? I think it is. I could be wrong. All right, back to a 3 wide receiver set. Snap the ball. We throw it away. We almost made a huge mistake there. Tried to run it up the middle, but I was afraid I was going to get hit. I saw that my receiver on the right was kind of open, but we just couldn't get it to him. Nice pass to Johnson. Big hit, though. Coming across the middle, it's a dangerous place. But he's able to get 6 yards on that catch. I want to take a shot down the field, but we're going to run it here. We're going to see what Madison can do. Pressure situation. Want to convert. Breaks another tackle. And he's been doing that all day. Those broken tackles is kind of what decided what moves the chains. And he's able to do it again. Wonderful draw play. We're going to double team on the outside here. Try to get something. We get held up a bit. Able to fall forward. For a gain of 4. Alright, we're looking to air it out here. Fake the snap. Pressure. Brought down for the sack. He had a free run at Kellen Mond, and we panicked. We weren't able to find anybody in time. So us panicking, afraid to make a mistake, it did not work out. Making a lot of audibles here to create some type of mismatch. Hit him on the outside. It wasn't much of a game. And with that, 4th and 13, we are going to punt it. We are going to try to pin them deep into their... I think I messed that kick up. Let's see if we get a lucky bounce, which we do. And just like that, he picks it up. I'm surprised they blew a whistle. But either way it goes, they're going to be starting at their 3-yard line. So we got them backed up in the end zone. And we're going to go ahead and put some pressure on these guys. Let's see what we can get. No one gets to the quarterback in time, and he's able to find a wide open tight end, I believe it is. Number 87 for the first down. We tried to send the pressure, guys, and it backfired big time. We're going to fake the pressure this time. Runs it, and we're able to get a stop there. Loss of 2. All right, we're back to a blitz now. We're not going to press on the outside. We're just going to send the blitz, see how that works. And they're able to get the blocks that they need. Devontae Adams came back into the game to make the catch, but he falls out of bounds too. And we luck out on that play. So Devontae Adams snuck in for a play there and almost burnt us with it. And just like that, Smith bats the ball down. We had a chance for the interception. There's an injury timeout. Looks like they lost their running back, Drake, on the play. But man, great athleticism there. We did want the interception, but we'll take the bat down, take the punt, take the good field position. So we had them buried deep on their side. Let's see if we can get to the logo. Nah, not quite. About 10 yards short, 5 yards short. We're going to start at the 41-yard line. And they're going to highlight Alexander Madison with 5 rushes for 50 yards. So he's doing a good job, especially after that fumble, which hurt us early in the game, but he's kind of made up for it with his production. Moving the chains. Great blocking. 2nd and 4. We're going to run it back to back. See what we could do. We got the numbers. Our guard pulled for some reason. All right. We expected them to load it. We're going to run the play action. We're expecting some quick pressure here. No pressure. Throw it to Osborne. The pressure came late. Osborne gets up to the 37-yard line before he's thrown out of bounds. Checking out the highlight here. That linebacker, I believe it's the linebacker, backed up to start the play and then blitzed when we rolled to the outside. So I don't know if that was a QB zone play on us or what it was. But it looked like he was trying to contain us, but we were able to get the pass off in time. Make another snap. Throw it to Madison short. Gain of 3 yards. Safe pass, safe catch. Still moving forward. We're going to run another play action. Watching the left side. No blitz as we step. Johnson with the catch. A nice chunk of yards. So Kellen Mond is 10 for 13 on the day. Did have the one interception that we're going to take the blame for here. We're going to go 5 wide. See if we can get into the end zone. I don't see it. Don't feel safe making a throw, so we're going to dump it down to Smith-Marset, who is able... I thought he had the first down, so it's going to be 2nd and 1, end of the quarter. So we got 100 yards running on the day, 100 yards passing on the day. We've held them to about 22 yards running. As we jump into the 4th quarter, we have a chance here to finally get our first touchdown. So we're going to keep it on the ground to start. And we are just stopped. All right, we're going to get our 3rd string running back the ball here as we hike it. And he's able to get the first down. He's more of an elusive back. But we just wanted to see if we can get somebody to push forward here, which worked out perfectly. We are in a situation. We're in the red zone. Looking to get our first touchdown of the year. Can we do it as we snap the ball? The pressure's there. We throw it. I'll take that throw. The pressure was coming. I saw him get open too late. Tried to hit him. Throw it out of bounds to be safe. Here we go, guys. Take the snap. Oh, and we poor accuracy. We had the touchdown, guys. It was there. I know you saw it. They threw a blitz at us. They didn't have the numbers to defend the running back. All right. 3rd and goal. Let's see what we can do. Take the snap. And he picks it off at the goal line. And it looks like we made a Seahawk mistake there, guys. We probably should have stayed with running the ball. I don't know why I got away from the run there. Yeah, that looked like the Seahawks play exactly. Kind of pushes us out the way to make the interception. That was a great athletic interception by the defense there. Costly for us. We do not get our first touchdown of the preseason. With only 6 minutes remaining in the game. They're going to go ahead and run it. Positive game. We're not going to be too aggressive here. We're going to see if our front forward can do the damage. As they're making audibles, I can see that. And they get the first down run. Former Viking running back on the play. Great to see that he's getting some playing time somewhere else. Try to get to the quarterback, throws it to the huge tight end, makes another catch. It's going to be 2nd and 5 here. It looks like we cannot get pressure on that quarterback. Let's see if something can change as they run it again. Another first down run for Abdullah. All right. What can we do? What can we do? 4 minutes left. 4:40. They hand it to him again. This time he runs into a couple guys before he's brought down, and we got an injury on the play. It looks like our middle linebacker, Hicks, kind of bending over there. We're going to hope that he's okay. He's coming off the field for sure. Not one of those injuries where he's just going to sit on the bench, it looks like. So hopefully it's not too severe. Hits the tight end. Tries to truck us. We're able to stop him. Torn labrum. And we're going to lose Hicks for some time. I don't know how long that is. I got to look up where the torn labrum is. But he's out of the game, guys. Could be out for quite some time. And that's a little demoralizing there, as the tight end hurls over the defender out of bounds for the first down. All right, guys, let's see what we can do here. Throws it deep to the receiver, just over his head. Tried to throw a nice little back corner or back shoulder throw there. Did not work out. Good play if you ask me, though. This time, the same wide receiver is able to make a leaping catch through the contact for a first down. So he went to that same receiver twice in a row. Second time was the charm. Trying to get the pressure. Nothing there. Throws it out of bounds. So Mullins is trying to find some rhythm here, as we're trying to destroy that rhythm. Great tackle. Oh, they got to spread out here. 5 wide. What a throw by Mullins. He decided to pick on our linebacker in that play. What are we going to do to stop this team? So they're definitely in field goal range. It's a chip shot from here, but they're trying to get into the end zone, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be a run play. That's what we're guessing. Are we right? We are right. Gets the block. Decent game. So they're in a nice little goal line formation here. Can we break it up? That's the question. And he hurls over our defense. Brandon Bolden gets the first touchdown of the game to take the lead. Just missed opportunity after missed opportunity. A big injury to our defense. Our offense not able to get into the end zone. So now we are in danger of losing our very first game of the preseason. Our very first game of this franchise. And I know we don't have our starters in, but it's still for pride. We want to come out here and win whatever we can. Smith-Marset does not get to the 30-yard line this time. All right, away team has trouble catching, so they have full momentum here. We're going to see what we could do. Not a good pass. We're almost at the 2-minute warning. We got to try to move this football down the field. We throw it short. Makes the catch for 5 yards. And that's going to stop the clock there. We're going to go 5 wide this time. Try to put some type of pressure onto this team. Looks like they're in a cover 1. Found the pocket. Brought down right away, but it is a first down. So we're going to go with the no huddle here, guys. See what we could do. See what type of pressure we could put onto him. And we miss it. It says pass accuracy perfect, but we tried to aim to the outside to avoid the defender underneath, and that's going to cost us. A couple first downs here, and that's going to be ball game. Let's go ahead and put a blitz on. Good hit. We're not going to use the timeout to start. We're going to save it. Bring our safety down. Everything we can to stop this run. And we finally get him a little late. And we're going to take the timeout here. We're going to expose ourselves here to a fake run. Flag on the play. Holding. And what we're going to do is we're going to accept it because it should stop the clock. Push them back so they're out of field goal range. And we bring them down next time and make the timeout. All right. So we are not out of this fight yet, guys. It looks impossible here for the first preseason of the game. 39 seconds, which is going to probably drop down to about 20 something. He's going to go ahead, bring it up, take the free yards, get out of bounds. Okay, we're just at 31 yards here. So let's go ahead, spread this team out, see what we could do. I'm going to send Osborne. And with that, guys, it's a pick six. That is definitely going to be the ball game there. Oh, that was so frustrating. Three to 17. That looks like it's going to be our final score. All the interceptions. I think we definitely lost the turnover battle here, which definitely decided this game for sure. We made some coaching errors. We had a few player mistakes. But all in all, it's something the entire team can learn from, for sure. Now, they want me to go for a Hail Mary here, but we're going to go ahead, take our L with pride, not risk any more injuries, and walk out of this game. Kellen Mond takes a knee to end the football game. Alright, guys, and that does it for our very first preseason game, our very first franchise game. And it did not go the way we wanted, especially for a team that's trying to compete for a Super Bowl. We want to win these preseason games. We want to go deep into the playoffs. We want to show that we belong, and it looks like we have a long way to go. Yeah, 4 interceptions. That really hurt us. Let's jump in here, check out some of the player stats for the game. Kellen Mond, 4 interceptions, 13 for 22. We probably should have pulled him sooner and gave our third string some reps there. Kirk Cousins, 3 for 6. Not great, not bad. Was not able to score when he was in the game, but they only had one possession. So we're not too worried about that. Madison, 1 costly fumble. But had a stellar game outside of that. Averaged 7.5 yards. Dalvin Cook, on the other hand, 2 carries, 27 yards, 13.5 yards a carry. Didn't want to risk him getting hurt, so we were happy taking him out early. Kene, I believe next game we're going to go ahead and let him get a ton of reps just to see what he can really do if he had to carry the load. I think he's going to see a lot of playing time next game. On the receiving side, Johnson showed up today. Smith-Marset had a great game. Madison also on the passing side. Thielen had a big catch. Justin Jefferson came in late into the game for a short little catch. But again, somebody we don't want to see get hurt. Albert Wilson got a chance to make a catch. On the defensive side, led in total tackles is going to be Cameron. I can never pronounce his last name. Troy Dye played in that middle linebacker spot. which we needed after our injury to Hicks, and was doing just a great job. He was involved on 5 total plays before he went down. Sullivan was the one that got the interception, so happy to see him do that. But yeah, that's going to be our first game, guys. So thank you for checking out the game, and I'm going to catch you guys for the next preseason game.